Okay. Okay. I guess let's start. So, hello everyone. Uh, my name is Nilkay Soy, and today we're playing another Doom map actually. Yeah, I had like only one stream dedicated to Doom map. Last time we played of Magma and Meat, made by Doomax. Like a very recent map. I think it was released like a few weeks ago, maybe. And I really enjoyed it. I'm not really a Doom player, but that exploration of like a contemporary Doom mapping, that was quite entertaining. So I kind of want to continue playing some like modern Doom levels, maybe, you know. Kind of have like a real journey into the contemporary Doom mapping. And yeah, so today we're playing. I'm playing a map called "Don't Turn Your Back on the City" by Suzanne Will. They're also known as a Trash Bang. And this is also like a relatively recent map. I believe it is released in this year, I think. It's pretty recent, like relatively recent. And I've seen it, on Twitter for a long time, and I kind of want to check it out for today. Yeah. Okay, I think we can start. Okay, and we're kind of getting a nice view of some kind of courtyard, I believe, right from the start. This very nice hotel sign. kind of liking it, how big it is, how very straightforward. I guess we're gonna get into it. Maybe it's kind of like an end goal or something. Maybe this is the reason why it's so it attracts so much attention, stands out so much. One thing that I is very curious about this Vista is how I don't see any collectibles, right? Any pickups, like at all. It's just it's just environment. It's like pure geometry. Oh, hello, zombie. Hello. Today I'm playing another Doom map called "Don't Turn Your Back on the City" by Trash Bang. It's like another relatively recent map. I was sort of inspired by playing your of Magma and Meat level, and decided to, I wanna play some more Doom levels. Yeah, it's as far as I can tell, like this is by the way, speaking of the author of this map, as far as I know, this is her first, I think, Doom level 2. But as far as I know, she's experienced level designer pretty much. And yes, we're going to see, the very least, we're going to see lots of cool environment art. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, but actually we need to go this way. And I wonder if we're in some kind of residential area, maybe. But it's kind of, there's an interesting sort of start that you need to, after the just right after you spawn, you need to make like a 180 degree turn in order to progress. Feels very unconventional, well, to me at least. curious. One of the doors is looks like it's locked by some kind of gate or something, and others are not. So we're getting some kind of visual language. Even so, it looks like all the doors are locked. Also starting just pistol, right? Yeah. I'm playing on Hurt Me Plenty, but as if I remember correctly from the map description, the level is not that extra hard on difficulty, which makes me sort of hopeful. Oh, this is pretty dark. Can I open it? That looks like some kind of secret door or something, the way it's framed. Is it like a Doom Guy corpse sprite, I think? Yeah, you can see some greenish colors in it. I'm not really specialist in Doom sprites. Looks like a Doom Guy to me. So I guess there was some kind of fight. I'm kind of digging this long shadow that this column casts. Corpse. This is locked. Also, these barrels. This is like extremely aggressively burning barrels. They look cool too. I wonder if they're like from the original Doom. I don't remember during my playthrough if I saw barrels like this. Well, they're probably from original. Oh yeah, so they're from Doom 2. Okay. Some kind of back alley. I'm digging so far the scale of this map, like the big buildings. Can I open it? Okay, so this is our first red gate. All right. Oh, just it looks like a lift that we can't reach yet. Yeah, pretty sinister, like the mood of the level so far. We kind of traverse like a bunch of significant amount of space, right? But we've seen only one grunt and like a few corpses. Yeah, quite ominous. Oh, now we're getting first imps. Probably should pick up that shotgun first. Oh, that's a pushable skull on the wall. You mean... I don't think I noticed. Wait, where? Am I missing it? Am I just blind? To the left of the red door? Ah, wait a second. Oh! You mean... I don't see it. Where do you see it? Oh, you meant this one? Yeah, this is actually interesting detail. Yeah, one thing that I Ah, so you saw a secret. Yeah, I don't know if this map is like is leaning toward this this style of like very elaborate secrets, but we'll see. We'll see. We're just in the beginning. Yeah, one like minor thought I guess is how, especially like in Quake mapping, I noticed lots of people really like to introduce like new weapons. New weapons in like during combat encounters, like before combat encounters. And I feel like this is, if you do that, you should be very careful with how you do it, since it's very easy for the player to just completely miss in the midst of a combat, being under pressure and under duress, that there is some kind of weapon. Yeah, but I think this is like a very safe way to do that, since it is just like, it's a narrow corridor, there are just two imps, they don't really pose much threat, so yeah, it's not a really big of a deal. It's hard for the player to miss the shotgun. The environment is really detailed. Yeah. As I said in the beginning, if we're going to get something good from the map, at the very least it will be some gorgeous environment art. Yeah, I'm digging kinda, and it's so interesting, like the quality of the map, that everything is so brown, right? Everything is so brownish, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt like the aesthetics of the map. It looks good despite this kind of like very like a monotonous color palette. Oh, and now we're getting a new enemy right after the second encounter. Combined with a little bit of imps. Even so, I guess it was the kind of the classic sort of encounter when you have two type of enemies, one of range one the melee one, and you kind of have to do a little bit of tower gravity prioritization. But the imps, I don't know, they kind of, maybe they tried to go through the stairs, but they didn't really shoot at me from that spot. So I've dealt with the pinkies without problem. Chainsaw, okay. Lots of dead Doom guys. I kinda like this. It's when you see lots of I don't know, corpses of characters just like you, kinda makes you less unique, you know, and less special in the world that you inhabit. What's this? Is it? Wait a second, who's this? Oh, it's just like a sprite of a corpse on a stick or something, impaled on something, I believe. Oh, this is so interesting. I wonder if this is intentional, that like this moving sprite and how obscure it is, it's kind of supposed to make players question what they're seeing, what they're looking at. Oh yeah, I feel like this is kind of intentional. This little tease. This is kind of cool. Even so, I wonder if like it works on me, because I'm basically unexperienced Doom player, right? But I wonder how like veteran Doom players, whether like they will be able to like immediately realize, oh, that's just a sprite. That's just it's not like a real enemy. Manually drawn blood trail on the ground too. Yeah, that's also good. Good stuff. Good environment. Storytelling stuff. This is blocked. I also like the poison sign. I'm kind of digging how this building is done like in a very different architectural style, more in a sci-fi sort of base kind of type. Also, there's like a fence, wooden fence, like a, I don't know, it feels maybe a little bit out of place, but also not really. Okay, looks like this is the only way to go. Oh, what's this? Some kind of a library, maybe? A bunch of enemies to deal with in long range. I guess it's like a bunch of monster closets that will open up the moment I will press this button, I guess? Yep. Hello. Did I kill you? Wait a second. When did I kill you? Didn't even notice. This poor imp death. All right. Yeah, that was interestingly like very telegraphed, right? This whole kinda, it sort of looks like an ambush encounter, but not really. Like the moment you enter, like the staircase, you hear monsters, and you see like very kind of suspicious looking, sort of door looking geometry. I wonder if that was like kind of on purpose too, that you sort of prepare mentally yourself for something that is, it's definitely for some like a second wave of enemies. Alright, so here we have another weapon. Again, like very nicely framed. Can't miss it. And also out of combat encounter, I think. Bamboozled. Didn't actually load the... Yeah, what? Okay, yeah, actually, that's a good point. I was expecting this button to lower the button. That like this platform. And a bunch of enemies to spawn behind me. And so, like, a part of this hypothesis, I guess you can say, was fulfilled, but the key is still out of our reach. So, a little bit of play with the player's expectations too. Damn, I'm just digging. I'm digging these puddles of blood, especially considering how they're like animated. Oh, we see some kind of another back alley, and the red key. Okay, a little bit of tease. So I'm not really sure where it is. I'm not really sure how can I get to this place yet. Oh. Some random grunt. Oh, we're getting super shotgun. Alright. And again, it's sort of iteration of one of the previous encounters, maybe you can say. When you have a melee enemy in a like Pinky trying to reach you, while like a bunch of imps, and this time also grunts trying to sort of like snipe you from far away. Even so, again, considering like the distances, right? It was... It wasn't really like... Imps, considering like how long the distance of that like corridor, you have like so much time to react to the imps projectiles, right? And the grunts, they can't even hurt you from this spot. You're basically fighting only the Pinky one, right? This person makes their blood puddles flush with the ground. I always move it up 1 pixel. Oh yeah, actually I remember this. I remember this detail in your map. Yeah. I'm kind of digging this. I think this is like a ripped skull with like a spine, right? Is it what that sprite represents? Also, there's like some kind of blood leaking out of the wall. Oh, and this is where the another monster closet is located, I think. Spooky. Brain with a spine thing? Oh yeah, maybe it's a brain. Yeah. You can actually see some of the like wrinkles, right? That the brain has, a human brain. Yeah, this is I'm kind of digging how it looks like this level like has a very consistent visual language in regard to monster closets too. So you have like we've seen a bunch of those like sort of like a doors, right? This is like a very similarly textured. Also like, oh wait a second, no, I think it's just like it's decoration. Okay, I am wrong about this one, but it's kind of interesting how the monster closets again are like clearly telegraphed. You saw the key before the door, but couldn't reach the key yet. There's the yellow. Oh, actually, yellow door. You mean this one? Wait, did I miss the yellow? Oh, I just. Yeah, I am extra blind today. Yeah, we got another yellow key door. And this is a kind of a situation where we get the key first, right? We see the key first, and then we encounter the door. But I think this is like, in this case, it's fine completely because the key is still out of our reach. We're still kind of in this sort of the mental process of figuring out, okay, how do I get to this key? And then in the middle, like during that process of figuring it out, we encounter the yellow key door. Yeah, the first one was red one, and we saw the red key, right? Oh, what's this? There's some... It's kind of interesting how you can see like the area outside only from up here. Like again, like little glimpses of area outside. And another quality, and that I sort of mentioned at the beginning, how there's just this map. It looks like it treats very carefully like the resource distribution, right? There is just no any like collectibles inside, which kind of adds this interesting level of sort of interpretation of what you see, right? Because is this a playable area? Or is it not? If there was like some kind of pickup, like health or ammo, something like this, that would be clear to me that I will be able to reach it sometime later. But because I don't see, oh no, actually, okay, I can see some ammo, some armor. I guess we'll get to that part later. Oh, this looks like a combat space to me. Alright, let's oh damn, that's okay. I did not expect to see those revenants. Alright, that was nice. Yeah, it's yeah, I like this. That was a nice encounter. It's what I like about this one is how when the moment you enter this room, you realize like immediately, oh, this is some arena, this is some combat arena, right? And there is this there's a lot of health pickups to lure you in, right? And you expect some monsters to like spawn and ambush you from monster closets the moment you reach the center. But I like how the column, right? The column as an architectural sort of element. It's I don't know, maybe the veteran Doom players would suspect that there could be some like monster closets inside the columns. But for me, this is just like very sort of unintuitive thought. So I was surprised. Even so, I was expecting enemies to ambush me and attack me. I was pretty much surprised and shocked to get a bunch of revenants getting out of the columns, so that was nice. Slightly, I think the blocks are a little high, so slightly awkward to aim that high. It is true, yeah, I will agree with this. They're a little bit too high. That's true. Also, there's a problem with the eye in Doom. A monster won't shoot as often when they are on small platform. Same the revs for not shooting much. Huh. Oh, okay. I didn't know this. That's interesting. Yeah, actually, I didn't really lose health at all, right? So maybe indeed it is the case that revenants were kind of a little bit passive. Also, another thing that I kind of appreciate, but maybe like veteran players would be a little bit dissatisfied with how it's just 2 revenants, right? And the other 2 columns are occupied by imps, and you definitely could just put like 4 revenants in each column, but I feel like that was like a very sort of merciful move on the mappers side. That it's just like, nah, I won't be that brutal, you know. I'll put imps in some columns. Also, diggings is just like a very meaty area. Damn. It's like some kind of like it's like a hell dimension sort of, or something like some kind of dimension getting spread through the world. I guess it looks like a hell, right? Hell aesthetics. That on ultra violence it might be 4. Yeah, that's true. Maybe actually, yeah, maybe you're right that on the higher difficulty it's just it's 4 revenants. That would make total sense. Damn, that looks nice. Oh, and now we're getting to this to the yellow keycard. Okay, and you have a plane elemental. All right, we got our first key. Nice. Oh, look at this. Some kind of torture room or something. But again, like those little details. The texture work. Yeah, this is a nice monster closet. That's a monster closet that received appropriate amount of love, you know. Yeah, the detailed monster closet. It's kind of, it's just nice when like this very, otherwise like a kind of very gamey space, right, in its function, and receives this like a amount of attention and work. All right, let's get to the yellow key door. Oh, we're getting more of this blood kind of leaking out, some kind of ventilation. Damn, this, I'm kind of digging, like, this is very very creative placement of corpses and gore, you know, sprites. Some unfortunate Pinky got killed in the ventilation shaft. I'm honestly surprised that Zombie Man didn't get stuck in the corner of the closet. Oh, you mean like yeah, this is true. There are a lot of them, right? So, actually, I missed this one. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is getting kind of kinky. Yeah, we got like some kind of bedroom, some kind of private area, bookshelf too. Yeah, in terms of function, or like a rather not function, like a fiction of that space, I'm not really sure what it is. Is it supposed to be a hotel? Yeah, those kind of look like rooms, right? That can be rented. And this is like a reception area. I'm also digging this like a little a monitor. Kind of sad that I can't get inside. Yeah, I guess this is actually we're inside a hotel. And so this is like maybe like a main sort of hub area. This is some residential rooms. Interesting. There's like a gate closing this door. Can you press the tab to see if the... Oh, it has. It's like it has 3 secrets. Right. I'm just I don't know why, but I completely ignore like the auto map feature. I don't know why. I'm just kind of I don't feel like using it at all for some reason. Yeah, but we can take this moment to appreciate the layout of the map. Also nice, I guess, work on a, what do you call it, a chandelier? Whatever it is. Also, this like a light fixture, like a very stylish light fixture, made of like a cubes, like a bunch of cubes. Kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Like this particular part of the environment. Kind of looks nice too. Okay, let's open the door. I think this is... Oh. A little ambush. I think this is our only way, right? Yeah. I am... Oh, I kind of... It looks like a lot of these gates, they're just the decorations, right? They're basically... There is nothing... There's nothing after that gate. Like a real space behind it. So technically it's just a dead end, right? But I like how there are those like gates that imply that actually like there is something behind this this dead end. There's some kind of space, but it's just locked off, right? So it kind of helps to create this a better impression of that the map is it is some kind of real world that you inhabit, and it's not just a map that was made by a person, right? It kind of helps you to gives you this a thought, an idea, like to speculate. Oh, there's probably something behind it, right? Like a very little small detail, but I like it. Again, this too. Wait, Wait, what? Did I pick up like a berserk rune or something? Well, that was unintentional. Is that what happened? Okay, that was a little bit confusing. Yeah, it looks like I picked up like a berserk thing. Huh, wait. Interesting placement. Why would I need that in that particular spot? Considering that there is just like a bunch of imps. Can I interact with it? Nope. Nice, some sort of like a technical space. Some kind of barrel, toxic barrel on this crate. And now we're outside, I think. Oh. Okay, that was kind of nice how the grunts that aggroed on us, they were sort of acting as a decoy, right, as a bait that attracted our attention, while the real threat in case like of Pinky and Cacodemon or Tomato, it was behind. So that was a nice little kind of like a tricky encounter, you can say. Is it? Yeah, can't open it. Even so, I'll say that in regard of these like decorative locked gates, it's I mean the scale of like objects in Doom and Quake, it's hard to get them right. But this gate definitely feels to me like a very inappropriately big in regard to like two players metrics, just like very huge. And considering that this is like a residential area, right? And we've seen other gates like this in sort of residential buildings. They kinda look weird a little bit in this case, since this map is kind of like striving for just like a very high level of detail, right? It kind of tries to make this like a very believable space, like a very impression of very believable map. But if you do this, I feel like you should be very careful that every object feels appropriate in terms of like of its metrics, because yeah, these gates, they're just kind of silly I think in this regard. You're stuck with the Doom door section. Yeah, but can't you like scale them? Just like in Quake? I mean, yeah, it is a challenge for sure, but I feel like it's something you can work with. Okay, I think this is our only way to go, right? Anything? Yeah, that looks like just some kind of alley that is not playable. It just kind of again hints toward existence of this outer space. It's just honestly, I like it. I like that this map does a lot of these things, right? Like in case of those decorative gates, in case of this like of spaces that can kind of, you can see that lead somewhere, but you can actually get into them, right? Like very, I don't know, feels Half-Life 2 influence maybe? Oh, you can't scale them in the original Doom, really? Okay, alright, okay, then it's a technical limitation. Got it. Oh, what's this? You're getting some kind of hell corruption. Alright, that's a lot of enemies that I need to switch to Super Shotgun maybe. Oh, the Mancuba. Oops, that was very poor. Okay, there's a bunch of pinkies inside, and there's a rocket launcher that I didn't intend to pick up. I guess I'll take it. Alright, that was yeah, this is the courtyard, or like a square rather, area that we saw from the start. I think like from that window. We finally reached it. Yeah, okay, that was again at the beginning. I kind of like how like very layered this whole arena sequence, right? At first you have an encounter that we like saw multiple times already, and it looks like this map like a kind of favors this type of encounter of having melee and range enemies kind of combined together. And that one felt much more appropriate. Like this time, the imps actually were posing some sort of a threat to me, and the distances felt much better in this regard too. And then as I like I cleared the first wave of this arena sequence, and I kind of got lured forward toward the center of the space. There was like a Mancubi spawned, like the first like a new sort of enemy, like for this map at least, like introduction that we had to deal with. And as we again as we were kind of focused and attracted to this kind of enemy, there was a very sneaky ambush spawn of like a wave of pinkies behind us. So that was nice. That was nice. Arena in its structure. Wait, was it designed that you can see any of the meat from the... Actually, that's a very good point. That's a very good point that as you... Indeed, this is... as you look like from the... Oh my god, what is... Oh my god. That was very rude. Very rude, Ravener. Not Ravener. I don't know why I called you Ravener. That's just some Space Marine 2 kind of leaking a little bit. This Revenant kind of threw me a little bit of the flow. Yeah, but it looks like that we can't see any like kind of like a meaty parts from the beginning. And it looks like very intentional, right? It looks like, I guess the idea is that to create an intention that, oh yeah, it's as you look from the beginning on the square, that it looks like a normal city, normal kind of like a square area. Everything is all right. But as you enter it from this side, you can see that actually no, it's not all right at all. It's actually, it's kind of fucked up a little bit. That's good. This is like a very nice, there's kind of like an additional layer of rare kind of like reintroduction to this area, right? The first kind of like a basic level that we finally reached this room, I guess you can say, and we're like, oh yeah, this is what we saw earlier. And the second level is that you're getting like a new perspective on this space. You're kind of getting a new knowledge about it. So that's good. That's really good. Can I climb the meat to get where the trees are? Okay, that's a good question. Looks like I can't. Even so, yeah, it feels like I should be able to. Oh man, it's like there's like an invisible collision actually. Yeah, it looks like. Like especially on this like a lower part. No, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just being very bad. Yeah, but it looks like we can't really reach it. Damn, this kind of like it looked like some kind of fountain to me, but I guess it's more of a like a monument that got corrupted too. Oh, this is again very. It's so interesting, right? How this map employs like so many little things to again sort of to hint, to kind of like stimulate your imagination of what is outside of your game space, right? We saw the again, I feel like I mentioned them like for the fifth time maybe, the decorative gates, like the decorative space that you kind of see behind the fence, but you can't reach it obviously. And there is also like all of this like a gory details, like a blood leaking out of like a little holes, this meat that's kind of sticking out. And it makes me really think that, yeah, there's something fucked up behind this barricaded door, right? Good stuff, some really good stuff. Okay, so it looks like the map is pretty... Oh, and this is the red key. Okay. The map is pretty much linear, right? We didn't really have any like a branching path or something like this. But I'm digging it. I am, like personally, I am more of a like a linear level designer. I'm kind of pretty biased a little bit to linear level design in general. So I don't mind it at all. Oh, okay. And now we're back to this kind of like a back alley with this red door. Oh, that's really nice how it like immediately reminds us of this gate, right? Because otherwise it definitely, we've seen this gate a pretty long time ago, right? It was kind of like in the beginning of the map. So it's a kind of like a nice shortcut, and again sort of reminder too to refresh players' memory. Oh my, we're getting a bunch of chain gunners. Wait, what? Where? Okay, this is a chain gunner. I got confused why they disappeared for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with the shotgun. Maybe a super shotgun even. Alright. And we have a bunch of... Oh, we got a plasma weapon too. Plasma gun. Good. And yet, again, another instance of that like a decorative space that we can't reach. I would have been tempted to make the red key visible from down in that starting alley. Oh, you mean like from that area, to make it visible like from this spot? Actually, like, yeah, maybe you could. That would be like an interesting juxtaposition if you like put it like here, for example, right? So you can kind of see the gate, and you kind of because from this perspective, right? It's not. Oh, actually, no. I remember there were like gates, right? There were like a fence rather that was blocking us. So there was like some kind of, there was a hint that we will reach this area above at some point. Yeah, considering that the map gave me this plasma rifle. Also, it's funny how the enemy, like the Cacodemon sprite, like obstructed the weapon pickup, and I kind of like picked it up almost unintentionally, basically. Something that you just, as a level designer, you can't account for stuff like this. But anyway, let's deal with Remnant. I'm not hitting you. Oh my god, there is a... Okay, I didn't know there's a pain elemental. And I didn't kill... Yeah, I felt like I missed so many shots with this plasma gun. Okay, alright. Yeah, I feel like that encounter was sort of... Oh damn, look at this. Look at this ceiling. Ah. I feel like that encounter was made with like a plasma rifle. It's like a player using plasma rifle as a primary weapon, sort of in mind. But for this, yeah, for this encounter, I kind of rushed forward, right? Trying to kill the Revenant. And I rushed forward, and it was very poor decision on my part. I played like very, like in a very unoptimal way. Partially because I completely missed the Pain Elemental. Which is again, I feel like that was sort of intention. Again, sort of using one enemy as a to attract players' attention and ambush with another enemy, like from behind or from the other side. But I feel like the average player would be heavily incentivized, like to fight safely from the entrance. Yeah, because there is not much of an incentive to run forward, right? I mean, I did because I'm an idiot, but yeah, I feel like if I was playing like if I was a good player, like a normal player, I would fight from the beginning, which would make again like in this fight bit easy and safe-ish and kind of boring maybe a little bit. You're getting screwed over by Doom's auto aim? Oh, maybe, I guess. Yeah, I feel like basically this encounter maybe suffers a little bit from the door problem, right? But the ceiling is just, damn, it's so good. Looks really nice. Okay, so I guess this is our lift. I need to pick up this house. Yeah, it looks like some kind of storage area. Some kind of warehouse, maybe. To me. If I would guess about like the function of that space. It also makes sense, right? That the gate is so big, and it's located on like in a back alley, right? So you could imagine how some kind of cars would drive through it and unload the cargo or something. So that's kind of nice how this sort of space function is. It's like very easily readable. Oh. Oh, god damn. Yeah, this map would like I know that it's kind of in a sense that maybe it falls into the sort of level design humor, maybe in a way, when you kind of it almost feels like a little bit of a joke, right? How when the level designer sort of, when you get into this encounter with like a bunch of enemies that you fight, and then there's suddenly like a Pinky ambushing you from behind. Yeah, it looks like this map is like is really into this like two types of encounters, like the one with mixing range and melee enemies, and the second type of like kind of like a, what do you call it, like a switch and bait, maybe bait and switch sort of encounter. Again another really nice leaking blood and sticking out meat out of ventilation. Oh, it reminds me. I think I've read. There is like an article I remember reading from Trashbank, like from the author of this map, about like the beauty of ventilation shafts in Half-Life, the first Half-Life, and how they just like even so like there's areas that kind of sort of became like a kind of like a meme for the player in the community, right? But they serve like a very valuable function of like a kind of gluing different game spaces together to make like the transitions and overall impression of the map like in a more believable way, right? Because it always makes sense that there's always some kind of ventilation and technical spaces that connect all the areas together. So it looks like this mapper has like a very like intimate relationships. Relationship is like ventilation. Yeah, like the air vent is just so good. Like this one is my favorite, I think. The before I had the one that like the ventilation shaft where you could like see dead Pinky, and there was like a blood leaking. But this is definitely better, better version. Oh, okay. So here we have another sort of view of the area that we moved through. There's a gate that was locked, and there's a button that unlocks it, I guess. Oh, I guess it's a button that unlocks another button. There's kind of a nice little, like a very minor subversion expectations too, right? Because in a sense, I was expecting this button to unlock the gate, like to open it. But actually, no, that was just another button. It's like a little bit of a button inception. And also, again, very classy, like a very, you know, contemporary way of juxtaposing like important gameplay like elements, like buttons and gates. Like in this case, it's the gate is clearly framed, so you can immediately see what the button changed in the environment. Overall, this map feels like it was made in by a person that adopts more like a conventional, like a contemporary, like a AAA level design approach. Oh, that's an interesting gate. Like the upper half, it's like moved, and the left is kind of like an opening. Also, I love these arches made out of big bricks. It's a nice little touch. Okay, damn, this moving sprite, it's it weirds me a little bit. I don't know, it weirds me out in some way. It's like now it feels like there is something inappropriate happening. Like, I don't know. You can get on top of those crates now. Oh, you mean you're you mean like this? Oh, maybe actually no, I don't think I can do anything here, right? Actually, speaking of secrets, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't find any secrets at all, right? Yeah, I explored like a quite significant portion of the map, I feel like, but I didn't find any secrets. I mean, I'm bad at finding secrets, so that's sort of expected, I guess. Oh, that's so tempting how that's just this fence, so like a gate is just, it's moved just a little bit, so there's like a very little opening. It's like almost, well, actually not really, but I don't know, just makes me kind of wish it was closed completely. Okay, so I don't really think there is like a way for me to, there is no reason for me to backtrack, right? That soul sphere we saw earlier is probably a secret. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I remember the soul. I don't remember really where it was actually. I feel like we saw it like some time ago, right? Yeah. Okay, let's open the gate. A nice little welcoming party. Oh, what's this? Oh, we are kind of like it's like an under bridge area. right? And there's some kind of like a sewer space too. Damn, look at this. Yeah, this is a kind of like a nice reveal of this whole space. Okay, yeah, that whatever is located in this direction, it looks really fucked up. Bunch of rockets I missed. Oh, can't reach it. Damn, it's kind of like so awkward how it looks like almost reachable, right? But it's not. I don't just it leaves like a very, at least in my case, like personally, it leaves like a very bad taste in my mouth, and it's almost here. It's like I feel like I almost can do this, but actually I can't. It's like I don't know. It feels like level designer mocking me or something, you know, like making fun of me or something. Man, I love overpasses. Yeah, this is it's again like very nice area. It might be that you are not meant to be able to jump. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess that's a good point to sort of take into consideration. Well, I mean, I don't know, as a modern mapper, right? As a modern Doom mapper, I feel like you should expect that the player like will be able to jump, right? In whatever like version they play. It should be like in your mind that this will be like an available like a trivial option. It's not trivial to disable jumping in the Doom map. Yeah, I will be surprised, but I mean, again, it's kind of like what this map is good for, right? I feel like one good sort of like a sort of standout feature of that map, maybe you can say, like a quality, is that it's the way it reuses like a certain patterns, right? They're kind of like they're repeated so many times, and they're kind of like very clearly done, so that it's kind of like very easy to recognize them. Like in this case, I guess their intention was, I assume the intention was again to show this unreachable space, like that you can see there is some kind of gate. It's like slightly open, so you can see that there is some kind of tunnel, like that goes that way, but you can't reach it, right? Again, this is kind of like a world building sort of thingy going on here. Even so, I wonder how I am in this sort of like a level design analysis, right, mindset. But I wonder if like your casual, like regular player will notice that, yeah, this is what the map is doing. Like, maybe not. Since it's a bit of a, you kind of, what? Oh, okay. Oh wow, there's like a bunch of, there's like some kind of monster closet. There's a bunch of mancubi like hanging out. Okay, this is interesting. I wonder if I am supposed to spot them. Maybe not. I feel like I peeked at something that was I wasn't supposed to peek at. Oh yeah, I don't think you're meant to aggro. Yeah, it's oops. Oopsie daisies. But I mean, it looks like they can't really escape this area, so it's all right. It's fine. Okay, once again, looks like this is, yeah, this orb looks very suspicious. I wonder if this orb has something to do with those mancubi behind me. Oh boy. Oh my god, the cyber demon. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's a lot of people coming from both sort of ways. Guys, I'm sorry. Please Please don't mind me. I'm just running around. I'm just doing my stuff, minding my business. God, that's... This is... I didn't save. I didn't... Oh my god, I didn't save. I completely forgot to save. Oh my god, I didn't save. Because the map was like, every encounter, it was so like, so tame, right? It so was... No, it's my fault. It's... God damn it. Yeah, it felt like such a casual difficulty map. Yeah, that's true. It didn't kind of like appear in my mind that I need to save. God damn it. Okay, it's time to speedrun. It's time to show some real speedrunning skills. But this is some real like difficulty spike. I'm a little bit shocked, honestly. I definitely didn't expect it. Wait a second, this gate, it's interactable, right? But the gates that we've seen earlier... Oh no, I guess they kind of look like, yeah, there is like those little, like a lock mechanism, you can call them. Anyway, we're zooming. It shouldn't be that bad, I think. Yeah, this time imps didn't even come out of their little spawn spot. Also, I completely forgot that I have a chainsaw. Let's do a little bit of a chainsaw, I guess, gameplay. I feel like I aggroed that grunt in the corridor, but they shouldn't be able to reach me yet. Yeah, I didn't even aggro it. Oh, I forgot about the grunts on the right. It's alright, it's okay. Yeah, it feels like... Damn, it feels like this geometry is working against those grunts, right? Because the columns are so big, like they're so wide that it's kind of hard for these guys to hit me. It feels like maybe like the another thing that is going on. It's what you mentioned, zombie earlier. That like the enemies when they're located on the like a small platforms, they're kind of struggling to shoot. I need to save. Don't turn your back on this is very long name. Yeah, okay. No, don't get surrounded, I'm missing. Yeah, it looks like the Revenant is kind of struggling a little bit. They did like this kind of funny 360 spin, right? Like whoop 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 whoop. Oh, I didn't press it? Oh yeah, I didn't press it. I think this is like the only button we've seen with this texture, right? It's kind of surprising. That's Also, I think this map used this Pinky, not Pinky, Cacodemon and Pain Elemental sort of combination multiple times, right? They're like a best buddies or something. Oh my god, what am I doing? Why am I playing that way? Okay, let's play it safe. I'm kind of curious to see where the pinkies are spawning from. Ah, so this is a spot. Okay, yeah, I didn't actually notice it, right? Look at this. Nicely dark area, sort of. Okay, yeah, picked up the rocket launcher. I wonder if I was supposed to like pick up the rocket launcher during combat. That is a Revenant. Oh no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh! That one scared me a little bit. Okay, let's save. Okay, now let's play as a normal, you know, normal player. Kills the Revenant first. Deal with grunts on the sides. Maybe use a shotgun. Damn it. Yeah, and this way it's kind of... It just becomes like a very... Yeah, very like, kind of like a simple encounter. You just kill enemies one by one. Okay, we're getting finally. Whew, okay, all right. This time we are prepared and we know what's going on. Yeah, looks like I need Damn, there's like... yeah, that was not good. there's like a bunch of very like high priority targets, right? This what is it called? The spider thingy. The spider, the cyber demon, the bunch of mancubi. Damn. I feel like it's important for me to deal with mancubi first, maybe. Damn, there is a lot of these guys. Yeah. Wait, what? That was the... I could escape? Really? Huh, okay, alright. No. Let's do it. I should actually finish this encounter. Yeah, this is kind of weird. The fact that I can... The map allows me to escape this whole... Kind of like a gauntlet, maybe, I can say. Okay, we dealt with this the Arachnotron, I think I remember the name, right? Then I deal with the mancubi. I save. This feels like some proper kind of like a hell invasion army, you know? Okay, there's hordes of imps. That is ouch, ouch. I did turn my back on the city. That's true. That's also true. Whew, okay, all right. That's yeah. It wasn't that bad when you actually play like in a normal sort of deliberate manner and just don't run in a panicking sort of way around. Yeah, but that was really interesting. Like difficulty spike. In the end, that was like a kind of like it has like a strong contrast with all the encounters we've seen before. Yeah, this is so weird. It's like I kind of like how you have again those like a three main like points, like a sources of danger. You are not safe, like there is no like one particular safe spot. There's a bunch of mancubis behind you. There is a army of imps, cyber demon, and there is Arachnotron that, you know, in the middle. So I kind of like this part of this sequence, but I don't know, this horde of imps is just... I am like, I don't know, maybe it's just my little sort of bias that I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of like this horde spawn. When you spawn like dozens, like lots of enemies in huge quantities. I personally not kind of like not into this sort of encounter design, especially like for games like Doom or Quake. So that was, yeah, it didn't really feel that good. But I mean, that was, I guess, challenging enough. And I guess one thing that this kind of like a horde of imps does, I assume the intended order of dealing with threats is that I have to kill Arachnotron or Mancubi first. And then as I like deal with Mancubi's Arachnotron, I'm kind of like fighting this approaching horde of imps. So there is kind of like interesting, kind of like a nice dynamic of this like literally army of demons approaching you and kind of like taking more and more space, right? And you're getting to like this very defensive sort of a position. They're slowly eating the space, right? And again, it feels like a defense of the city, right? Because it feels like they're attacking the city, and you're defending it. So I guess it kind of works. I guess it's kind of, in this case, makes sense, and it kind of played out this way, right? So maybe in this case it's okay. Very different stuff encountered. Yes, yeah, this is how it feels. It's like also like why it feels very, very contrasting. It's just very different. Why I don't like the horde type fights? It's just the amount of chaos I think they bring in. You know, it's how you can't really like make like those like a very specific decisions in combat when there is just an army of enemies that launches an army of projectiles away. For me, when it happens, I'm just kind of like, I'm sort of spaced out a little bit, and I'm kind of like playing in this very automatic kind of mode. I'm like, I'm reacting. I'm kind of getting into this reactive mode of playing, right? When you're just like, you're just trying to survive. You're like, you're just trying to dodge awkwardly everything that flies your way, like, and slowly like kill enemies one by one, and until it's over. And I can't say that there is something to it, right? I can't like say that it's completely wrong type of experience, or like a type of like a sort of this reactive sort of mode of play. But I don't know. For me, it's kind of personally, I tend in my like level design sort of in my mapping, I kind of tend to shy away from it. Like, don't really go into it. Don't really use this type of encounter. And maybe arguably there is some kind of a bias, like an experience bias that I have from my sort of kind of like a professional experience of working like on my studio work projects, that obviously like this type of encounter design is hugely discouraged like by like a modern AAA conventions, right? Even so, it's kind of funny considering that I don't know, that modern AAA video games, they tend to shy away from that. And maybe there is this factor too that sort of I was raised in this manner, you know. I was raised in this environment that kind of says, don't do this. It's not very professional. Be very deliberate with your like encounter spawn. So maybe that's kind of one thing that influenced my kind of impression too. But yeah, in the end, ultimately, I don't think this kind of type of encounter design is bad. It's just not really my alley. And in this case, there is actually some kind of merit to it, I think, right? Why is it discouraged by AAA? It's well, in case of like let's say first-person shooters. One thing that actually might be limitations, technical limitations. It reminds me the Uncharted series, right? I was watching I think it was like a GDC presentation about AI enemy design in Uncharted, like in third Uncharted and the fourth, I think. And I remember the programmer, the guy that was working, on AI in those games. He was mentioning how they could allow like 8 enemies be present at the same time, like in Third Uncharted, I think. And in the fourth one, I think it was like 16 or something. So like the numbers were like very small. So I guess there is like one limitation that is objective and it's just like a physical limitation, the technical one. But another one, it's pure sort of, it stems from the design kind of preferences that it's kind of like the huge amount of enemies, right? They present, as we kind of experience ourselves in this game, it presents like immediately a huge spike of difficulty, right? And you try to be very careful when you design your encounters for like a big game, right? You want to introduce like a balanced and like a steady like a difficulty curve. You try to be like very deliberate when you spawn, right? What we actually saw earlier in that map, how apart from the ending, this game kind of, I would say, basically represents like in a very good representation of like a modern sort of AAA conventions in regard to encounter design. It's very deliberate. There are like very small quantities of enemies, and the enemies that you use, you create difficulty and you create variety by combining different types of enemies and by like using the geometry of the layout of the space to create a specific scenarios, right? Like we've seen with like this like a tricky encounters where you one have enemy that attracts your attention and the other one sort of ambushes you from behind. And I guess in the end you might say that the technical limitation might be a stronger factor actually that influences the sort of preferences of not using horde type of encounters. They do it in the Left 4 Dead type of games. Yeah, that's the Left 4 Dead type of games. Actually, I mean, I worked on World War Z, so that's also like a horde type. There's a lot of hordes in this game too. It's games they're revolving about the horde type of encounter. It's kind of like the core of the game, right? It's basically the main type of encounter that you have. So the game is built around this kind of combat, where there are a lot of enemies approaching you. Even so, like I guess one distinction, maybe one detail that I would consider important, that the modern horde sort of the modern games that employ horde type of encounter, if you're talking about Left 4 Dead, if you're talking about Vermintide, World War Z, the hordes are made up almost entirely of close combat enemies, right? They're all melee enemies. And so what I was talking about earlier about how, like in case of Doom or Quake, when you have like an army of imps that create this bullet hell-esque sort of type of environment, Left 4 Dead and other games like that don't have this the kind of like a very overwhelming experience, because when there is like lots of enemies that run toward you, you can actually, and you have like a ranged weapon that allows you to like kill them from the distance. It creates a lot of like it adds a lot of control to your experience, basically, right? It adds a lot of it smoothes out this kind of like very chaotic element to the horde type of encounter. Because let's imagine this encounter was made up of the wave of imps was replaced with a wave of pinkies. It would be significantly easier, right? It would be significantly easier to deal with all the like incoming pinkies, right? Compared to the imps. So I guess this is like one one maybe sort of like a difference that I would consider significant. And also the fact that, yeah, those games are like deliberately designed around the horde type of encounters. There are some pretty big monster counts in Hedon. How do you feel? Yeah, Hedon kind of like, yeah, there are some encounters that also uses horde type of encounter. Yeah, and well, in Hedon, it kind of falls into the same sort of into the same problem for me, right? When it's just there are lots of enemies, there are lots of projectiles. I'm kind of getting the bullet hell sort of type of experience. I'm just reacting toward what's happening and trying to survive. So Hedon's horde encounters also have this similar quality to them. But in case of Hedon, there are lots of different types of encounters in this game that it doesn't influence and my experience that much. But yeah, overall I can't say that those encounters were like very like my favorite in that game. The closest thing you don't really have, yeah, I mean, yeah, this has kind of helped that again, like how do you sort of maybe make this horde encounters like more manageable and more like a bit smooth in their difficulty. Is just you make the common enemy that is present like in a very basic like in a cannon fodder, right? Similar to how like zombies work in Left 4 Dead and other games. Yeah, but again, it's more of a like ultimately it's more of like my personal preference that I can't really say that, yeah, this is objectively a bad encounter design. Like, nah, not really. Well, I don't really believe in an objectively bad level design in the first place, like an objectively bad encounter design in the first place. But yeah, that was a map, I guess. Overall, I think it's like a very, again, as I mentioned earlier, very good sort of an example of contemporary like level design conventions sort of represented in the context of a Doom mapping, right? This map was done clearly by like a very competent level designer who knows what the modern level design is about, and also modern environment art. Yeah, the environment art is maybe even a bigger highlight of this map than encounters actually. Yeah, but overall, really, really cool map, I would say. And I guess we're jumping into this like a meat hole. I wonder what this texture represents. It's like some kind of like a meat mouse. It's kind of has like a lips or something. But well, oh, it's an eye. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I'm just 90% kills. Oh, maybe some of the enemies in the secret areas that I missed. But yeah, well, that was Don't Turn Your Back on the City, made by Suzanne Will, or as they're known as a Trash Bang. And yeah, that was a good map. So I'm kind of getting into it, I think. Kind of want to play more Doom maps, more modern Doom maps in the future. So it's something that you definitely can expect in the future, I think. So yeah, I will see you as usual on Saturday. I don't know what I'll play. I'm kind of getting fond of that Stray actually. Like the last stream of Stray was really nice. But yeah, apart from that, I'll see you on Saturday. Maybe I'll play Stray, maybe I'll play some kind of indie game. It was definitely a GG, yep. And yeah, so as usual, have a nice rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.